Hi everybody, welcome and thank you for being here. I had a late start today and it is still as warm as the day before and the day before that. According to the weatherman, we will have some relief tomorrow when it is supposed to be a couple of degrees cooler. I do not want to take too long getting into the video today because I have some bonus material for you, and in the middle of the bonus material there's also a couple of seconds which should give you something to laugh about. At least we had a good laugh about it. The bonus material is, of course, finally Dragon Man's hard work. So let's quickly catch up before we go listen to what the young man has to say. So as we are rapidly heading to 2025 in a few hours, one can't help but wonder what this year will bring. None of us can really say that the world looks like a better place as we come to the end of 2024. Wars and conflict, crooked politics and damaged economies, strange things in the sky, and so much other nasty or then strange things going on. Even on the topic we discuss on a daily basis, namely the royals, I don't think I have ever seen the royal family so divided as this year, at least not in my lifetime. Of course, in history there were brothers who wanted their brothers to be abducted, jailed or killed so that they can seize the power. But in my lifetime the royal family remained fairly united, almost like they formed their own little shield against the rest of us. But in my opinion, that shield of support and togetherness has been broken, and regardless of what the media and the mediums are saying, I do not think it can or will be fixed again completely. And I don't think it just involves Harry and the rest of the family. I think it goes much further than that. It is sad, really, because even seeing those who attended the Sandringham service and walk together, we know that it is mostly pretense and not real. It is hard to predict what 2025 will bring for us and or for the royals. My source of information every few months or so do not see an abdication. It is his opinion that the king will hang in there and actually pass as the King of England. However, I'm not so sure. The Queen's health is not good and the king will continue his cancer treatment. I think there will come a time when they will need to take things easy, or where they will realize that they physically cannot give the nation their best and that it would be better for the future of the monarchy to step back. Maybe I give the king too much credit, but I think his wife does have the power to convince him. In my opinion, we will have another coronation in 2026. And that, my dear friends, is indeed my prediction. I also think Princess Anne will start to take things a little easier in 2025 to 2026. Allegedly, Andrew had been offered the use of a fully staffed palace in Abu Dhabi. Now, although some of Andrew's connections are suggesting that he may fully and permanently relocate to the Middle East, I cannot see it happening. But I do think that he will spend more time there, and Andrew and Sarah will use her home or an apartment in London when they are in England. I think it will give Andrew more confidence to be able to say he can't come to England due to other engagements than having to admit that he wasn't invited. I also think Andrew will be talked into writing a memoir along with a ghost writer like Harry and Moehringer and Charles and Jonathan Dimbleby. I think the book will see the light in December 2025 or January to March 2026. I have just this niggling feeling that Andrew is slowly accepting that neither King Charles nor William will ever let him back in, and this book will be his last and final act of rebellion. It's also the only opportunity, in my opinion, that he will have to put his side of things. Okay. I also think that that particular book will split the family even further, and there will be no coming back from it. As far as Harry and Meghan are concerned, I think we'll see much of the same for 2025, with a good possibility of an announcement of a personal split towards the end of next year. I think we will be confronted with gossip and rumours of affairs on both sides, just like Charles and Diana, until it reaches such a point that they will both admit to the end of their marriage and announce divorce proceedings. Okay, guys, so those are my predictions for 2025 for the royal family, or then for some of them. So let's wait and see how far right or how far wrong I am. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the thing we've been waiting for. Dragon Man will be presenting some of his research on the current UFO or drone drama in the United States and elsewhere. So without further ado, I present my grandson, Dragon Man. Everything of the best for 2025, and please stay safe tonight. Bye.
Hello everybody, I'm here to tell you some stories I found, but first I'll explain. I heard and learned about the interesting events in America. Strange drones, some say it's spies, some say it's aliens, and others say it's natural phenomenon or trolls. In any case, let's begin. The first story is called The Air Battle of Stralsund. It happened near Stralsund over the Baltic Sea. The story starts saying this event was seen by 6 fishermen who witnessed an unexplainable event, an aerial battle over the Baltic Sea, where flocks of birds turned into warships and engaged in combat, ghostly figures appearing on the decks, and a flat, round shape like a plate was seen over St. Nicholas Church. Considering this was in April 1665, long before air travel was thought possible, making it seem more extraterrestrial. This event was called a celestial phenomenon, as many of the stories are. Our second story is called 1566 Celestial Phenomena over Basel. The story begins saying there were unusual sunrises and sunsets. Multiple red and black balls appeared in the sky. The third and
Mr. Birdie, ons praat nie met jou nie.
the third
Mr. Birdie.
Ek praat letterlik saam.
Ja.
The third and final... As ek probeer praat, dan gaan... Ja, Mr. The third and final story is called 1561 Celestial Phenomenon over Nuremberg. A broadsheet by Hans Glaser describes a mass sighting of celestial phenomenon or unidentified flying objects which appeared above Nuremberg, and then over the free imperial city of the Roman Empire. Rather fascinating, these stories, aren't they? But in the end, they all point to a certain thing: celestial phenomenon, or unidentified flying objects, or aliens in the end. But as I did the math between the years that they took place, I noticed that there was no set pattern making me believe this is not some natural phenomenon, and rather more of a non-normal phenomenon, making me think, in my opinion, that it is aliens, but it's not impossible that it's something more holy or religious in general. So, in the end, we all have our ideas, but these stories are very similar to the events of today. And until next time, bye!